The ultimate expression of God is always love. If you believe in my version of God, or if you believe in any of the religions, God is always loving, right? And giving. There are, of course, some negative sides to it, but basically the idea of any sort of teaching from Jesus, for example, is forgiveness and love, right? And for example, I still love her soul from my ex-wife because I know that we had a soul contract to do these things to each other in whatever sense. But I very much know that her incarnation in this life as she is made some mistakes. But it doesn't mean I love her anymore as a human, right? It's just, I love humanity as it is. We all make mistakes, and some of us are very evil in what we do, but it doesn't mean that we are all corrupted souls. That's how I see it, anyway. Might be too nice. Because, for example, all the people that, like I have haters, right? And I've been cancelled in the past and all these kind of things. I don't actually wish ill on them. I actually do still love them because I do think that they are just misguided in their beliefs due to all the propaganda from the actual evil people in the world. So I don't really think they are bad people. They are just misguided. This pep talk is top tier with the music in the background. It's true. Should be a clip of its own. Don't worry, I have my clip channel. I do take clips from my streams, and this will be one of them. Forgive but never forget. Exactly. You should forgive everyone, but it doesn't mean that you will be further abused by them. Right? For example, as I said, I have forgiven my ex-wife, but it doesn't mean that that I will stay with her and she can further play her games with me. Truth. I agree with your vision, Alexa. Thank you. You can also call me Alex, by the way. They deserve a chance to change once they want to change truly. Yeah, I mean, that's just redemption, right? That's why Jesus said nobody is beyond redemption. But for redemption, you have to repent. That means you actually have to see what you did wrong, and you have to ask for forgiveness from the people or from God or whoever. And then your redemption will be granted. But it doesn't mean you should hate these people, right? I think, personally. I think everyone still deserves love, and I think a big part of love also is to understand where they are, where some people are in their development. That, for example, as I said, I love my ex-wife as a human, as she is, because I understand that she still has a lot of lessons to learn about herself and other people. Maybe she did it now, I don't know. Like, I don't really talk much to her other than with or about our son. That's it, really. But because I think one of the big mistakes people make is sort of the eye for an eye idea, right? I think it was Gandhi who said it, right? An eye for an eye and the world will be blind. And I truly believe in that, because if someone did bad to you and as a revenge fantasy you do bad to them, you're actually not making the world a better place, you're making it a worse place. Because then now you, who were actually a pure soul before, are now also a bad soul. So the only way to actually make the world better is if you don't fall into revenge fantasies. It also will never make you feel better about what happened. Like, revenge does nothing. It achieves nothing. But I also understand, because I've been in that situation myself, that you have to go through these emotions. Like, this toxic positivity doesn't help you either. If you've been wronged, you have to feel the anger. You have to feel the pain, the sadness. You have to go through this. Otherwise, it will consume you. So I was very angry for a long time, and I understood that this is a necessary process. So then channel that anger into something. Go to a gym or go boxing or whatnot. If you can, channel it into something creative. If you can't do this, it's fine, right? But it's very important that you go through this process of literally processing these emotions. Otherwise, they will consume you. And then you will do something that you think you would have never done because you don't consider yourself to be that person. That's anyway what I learned from that. That's one lesson for myself. I hope so, because one of my main goals with my stream is also that I change people's lives for the better. So if only one person walks off of my stream even just thinking about their life, then I already succeeded. That's sort of my vision with this. To guide others, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you for being here. Right? Great wisdom coming out. Thank you. I'm just a guy. And this is the key thing. Everyone can be a very wise person if you really reflect on the things that happen to you. And especially the ones that are the most painful. This is what Jordan Peterson said, right? And I love this so much. This is what he always said is the idea with the dragon that is holding the gold, right? I love this metaphor so much. Because the idea is that you have to pick up your sword and you have to go into the places you want to go the least in your own mind or in your psyche because you try to avoid it. This is the dragon. This is the image of the dragon. But if you beat the dragon, then you will find gold. This is where you find wisdom, right? This is where you find truth and understanding. So you have to beat that dragon, which is the darkest corners of who you are and the things you really don't want to face. The shadow, so to speak, right? That's the shadow work. And so, yeah, that's absolutely amazing. I love this metaphor so much. The first time I heard it from Jordan Peterson, I was like mind blown. I was like, damn, this is such an amazing visual image of what you have to do in your life. It's so great. You're wise to share your experience. Such guidance of someone who lived and experienced is a priceless thing. Yeah, absolutely. And this is why I think the best souls are the ones that went through a lot of shit but still weren't corrupted from it because they understood how important it actually is. Because pain is a modulator for growth, right? It's like in the gym, right? When your muscles only grow when there is pain. If you really push yourself to the edge, otherwise they won't grow. And it's the same with your mind and your psyche and your soul. It's all like a muscle. You have to go through the pain. Like these are the things I learned. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But this is what I learned over the cases of my experiences in life.